All right, it's time. Now that we had a little bit of good news, let's talk about some bad news. Gay men are under attack in this country. And no, I'm not talking about the UK where I'm at. I'm talking about the United States of America. George Santos is victim to a homophobic attack by the feds.
Yeah, we're just hearing, John, that George Santos is in custody and this indictment has been unsealed. I want to give you some quick details as we're going through the paperwork. He is charged on a 13-count indictment. According to those court documents, the charges include 7 counts of wire fraud, 3 counts of money laundering, 1 count of theft of public funds, and 2 counts of making materially false statements to the House of Representatives. Again, we're just getting this indictment. It has just been...
It's bullshit. I wish Austin was here right now to give his take on the matter, but, you know, I'm sure he will probably say the same thing. He should be allowed. As a gay man, he should be allowed to do that. Your Honor, he's innocent. Also, he should be allowed. Even if he's not innocent, he should be allowed to do it. That's my take. That's what I believe. Let him go.
Again, though, 13-count indictment just unsealed, including wire fraud, money laundering, theft of public funds, and 2 counts of making materially false statements to the House of Representatives.
Indicted, now it is unsealed, and now he is in custody. Wire fraud, LA money laundering, theft of public funds.
Bullshit. All jokes aside, I gotta say, I told you so. Remember when everyone was talking about George Santos this, George Santos that, and for months, I kept telling you, it's the money. There's always money in the banana stand, and it's literally the money.
And through generally what these statutes are. Wire fraud is a very broadly used statute that basically says to steal anything from anybody by lying to them. The wire part just means you did it over the internet or the phone, something that's always going to apply. Excuse me. So this is going to apply to some sort of fraud whereby George Santos presumably took money from somebody else by lying to them. Then we have money laundering. Now that means taking the proceeds, the money that you stole, and hiding it somehow, trying to conceal it from investigators. Then we have theft of public funds. Now that's interesting. That means not only did he steal money from some private individual, but it would have to be some sort of public money, some sort of federal or state governmental money. So I'm interested to see what that is about. And then finally, making materially false statements to the House of Representatives. This is what we were talking about, I think, before, Sarah, that you have to make certain campaign-related disclosures to the House. Of course, lying to the House, whether during verbal testimony or in documents that you file, that too is a federal crime.
So I was just sort of looking at this up, and that money laundering is, you can get up to 20 years. I mean, these charges are very serious and hold a lot of time potentially if he's convicted.
They are very serious. Most of these charges are going to carry 20-year maximums. Now, we have to be careful whenever we talk about these maximums because it's very rare, putting aside your murder type cases, it's very rare that anyone gets the maximum. But no, this looks like, again, based on the charges, a sort of, well, it's atypical because it involves a member of Congress, but in some respects, a standard fraud and false statements case.
Bro, this is literally the least shocking thing that could have ever happening to George Santos. It was incredibly obvious from the jump that George Santos had illicit financial affairs, like from top to bottom, whether it be campaign contributions, mismanagement of such, failure to actually declare his campaign contributions adequately, misusing campaign funds, or all of these other charges, right? It makes the most sense that this happened. And it's hilarious that the Democratic Party completely forgot about all of this or didn't bring it up at all. They had no idea that this was happening. It also is hilarious that Kevin McCarthy, who should know better, still stood by this man. Like, what the fuck are you doing? You knew that this was going to happen. It was not worth standing by this guy. Like, he's going to go to jail, and you fucked it up. The entire party is a joke, dude. Both sides, actually.
This is a really meaty indictment. I'm still going through it. But even at the top, whenever you're looking at it, the thing that jumps out is that the federal prosecutors were able to discover political contributions that did not go to George Santos's political candidacy. So they say in this indictment that September and October in 2022, so not that long ago, he was taking in money that was supposed to be used to his candidacy into a company, but that was a false pretense. Instead, it was going to things like luxury designer clothing and credit card payments for personal.
I mean, dude. I don't know what to say about this. You know what I mean? Like, it's so gay. Like, what the f***? And And it's not, obviously I'm not using it in a pejorative way. Like, what are you doing, man? Like, what the I mean, I respect it. I respect it. I love him. He's so cool. He's such a ridiculous person, dude. It's just, let him out. Let him out. Don't arrest him. Don't arrest him. This is literally a victimless crime. Stealing money from Republican donors and then utilizing it not to, like, I don't know, cheat an election or anything like that, but to just like buy yourself luxury designer clothing is the funniest fucking thing you could do. Every day that passes and we learn more about George Santos, the more I like him. It's just weird because, like, I haven't seen him wear anything sick. It's always those, like, cashmere sweaters that he wears, so I guess that's what he was buying with the money. I don't know. Guilty of serving cunt? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. In reality, they're not after me, they're after you. I'm just in the way. See, when Donald Trump was posting shit like this, I didn't believe it. I didn't agree with it. When George Soros posts shit like this, as someone who's also a fan of, like, purchasing idiotic luxury, clothing items, I'm gonna go ahead and agree with this, okay? Did I say Soros again? Fuck! Listen. Don't hold this against me. I'm so tired. Paid for by George Soros? Yes, George Soros literally gifts subs at the top of the fucking hour. For all of you ungrateful motherfuckers who no longer see the ads at the top of the hour.
Instead, according to Caitlin's reading of the indictment, he basically pocketed that money and he used it for his own personal expenses, which you cannot do.
And this
that
is
a
after
fraud.
he's under scrutiny.
Why not?
This isn't pre-election. This is after he was already under scrutiny.
Oh my God, wait, what? Wait, no. Okay, I didn't know that part. Wait, what? So, George Santos was reading headlines talking about how he lies about everything. Lies about being Jewish, lies about being from Ukraine, lies about having his, like, grandparents be Holocaust survivors, lying about his mom dying on 9/11. All of that was unfolding as George Soros was literally going, it's time for a spending spree, bitch? Like, did I say Soros again? Fuck. Man, I got George Soros on the mind, dude. He's paying for a UK trip? Yes. I'm so tired. There's not much else I can say other than the fact that it's a witch hunt. It's homophobic. The rules are made by straight men. They should allow you to be beautiful. Did I say Soros again? Okay, George Santos. Fuck, man. Oh my God. Hopefully after getting this food, I'll be able to wake up a little bit.
Look, this is the beginning of the ability for me to address and defend myself. We have an indictment. We have the information that the government wants to come at.
Who the fuck would defend this guy? Like, that's the thing I don't understand. He's so dead to rights caught. Why? It's not like he's not like a must-have kind of dude in the party. You know what I mean? He's not like Donald Trump. He doesn't command a base. It seems like his own voter base hates him. You right now, yeah, I mean, I'm jokingly defending him and shit, but like, if I am to, for a second, put my serious hat back on, it is very weird. It is very odd that he's this like fraudster who's been doing fraud very openly. Like, hasn't really been hiding it. I don't know. I mean, Democrats should probably do a better job of, like, utilizing it to be like, look at how fraudulent the Republican Party is. Like, they're literally defending this guy. You know, this entire party's integrity should be called to question. But we already knew that, you know, that sort of thing. They could just be like, you know, they could get a lot of mileage out of this. They could just, like, say that the Republican Party are a bunch of fucking fraudsters. They're a bunch of charlatans. And, of course, because of that reason, they're, like, literally defending George Soros. Or George Santos. Fuck! Oh, my God. I need to wake the fuck up. Seriously, I'm starting to get mad at myself. But, yeah, I mean, everybody knew this was happening. Democrats should probably utilize this a little bit better. I don't know what else to say.
The reality is it's a witch hunt. Because it makes no sense that in 4 months, 5 months, I'm indicted. You have Joe Biden's entire family.
Wait, what? Dog, it just means that, like, you're that bad at doing crimes. What the fuck do you mean? This is one of my favorite types of defenses that you see from... Donald Trump did the same shit, where he did the reverse, where he was like, it took years to indict me. Believe me, this investigation took way too long. Which means it's a witch hunt. It's like, no, man. It just means that, like, that investigation took a long time because they didn't want to fuck it up. And in this circumstance, this investigation took a very short time because you didn't even like do anything to cover your tracks. You were doing some of the most transparent, flagrant fucking campaign finance violations. And it's not like other Republicans haven't gone to jail over this before. They have. This happened to that California representative who took campaign finance and bought like CSGO skins and shit and a golf bag for himself. So yeah, Representative Duncan Hunter, he did this shit. He got caught. Very strange that he's like, oh, it's a witch hunt because, it took four months. That's crazy. Like, I did this crime, sure, but, like, it took him that quick to catch me? It's fucked up. You shouldn't take me to jail for that.
Receiving deposits from nine family members receiving money from foreign destinations into their bank accounts. It's been years of exposing. A lot of you here have reported on them, and yet no investigation is launched into them.
This is so funny. You can't arrest me, sir. Other crimes are happening. Okay, got it. Thanks. No, that seems like a solid fucking case, man. It seems like you really thought this through. Just like when you were doing your crimes, you were clearly thinking through. You had a really good grasp on how to do it. You're killing it. He's like, well, what about all the other crimes that may or may not be happening? I'm sure there are some other crimes out there. Like, who the fuck? If you have a base, I guess if you have a base of support, this kind of stuff might stick, right? If you have like, if you're like Donald Trump, if you legitimately have like a stranglehold on a particular part of the Republican base, then this kind of stuff you have to go along with. Like the Republicans have to go along with. But you don't have that. You're not him. I hate to say it. George Santos' base is sitting right here in this chat right now. His unironic base of support is mostly people in this community, and even us would think it's pretty funny if he went to jail. So who's gonna let you get away with this? It's very, very weird.
I'm gonna deliver. I'm gonna fight the witch hunt. I'm gonna take care of clearing my name, and I look forward to doing that.
Good luck. Good luck. Oh my God, he said he's gonna...
Does anybody believe you now?
Well, like I said, I will prove myself innocent, and then we'll move from there. And re-election is a very far time away from now.
Planning on running for re-election?
Yes, I am.
Bro, he said he's gonna run for re-election. What the fuck? Yo, he's crazy with it.
You'll win re-election?
That's not up for me to know.
You'll win re-election?
That's not up for me to know. Elections are very tricky, and it's up to the people. I trust them to decide what's best for them.
Elections are very tricky. Not for you, though. Elections are very tricky. You take campaign finance and you misuse it. Who knows where you're getting the money from? All that good stuff.
Allegations for like lies that you've told over the time, things that you've done, businesses you've been a part of. Like, I mean, after
business, not is right. One
after a while, people were like, where there's smoke, there's fire. Like, he's kind of like a liar.
Okay, well, I mean, look, if you want to say that, that's fine. But
no, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, do you understand how people can come to that conclusion, or do you think they just all full of shit?
No, I understand people can come to that conclusion. I never dismissed that,
gotcha.
Right? I mean, sky's blue, right? So I think we can agree on that, right? Yeah. I'm not dismissing that.
Right.
I'm just saying that folks are trying to to create a fire where there is no fire. There's a lot of folks in the media that a
lot of smoke, though.
Sure, go ahead. You can say there's smoke, but not necessarily fire, right? I might I have been in a place more than once where I got caught up in something that I had nothing to do with, and then does it give a bad perception? Sure, but it wasn't me.
Gotcha.
Wait, why did he say the sky is blue when he was talking about like you lied? He's so confidently saying he's a liar while simultaneously saying he's not a liar, and I don't understand it. Like, what's the goal here? What the fuck? Bro, I can't believe motherfuckers say LaFib, like, oh, LeBron is the GOAT at lying when, like, George Santos exists. Come on now. I mean, it's fucking crazy.
Snow glows white on the mountain tonight, not a footprint to be seen. A kingdom of isolation, and it looks like I'm the queen.
At first I was worried I could get copy striked, and now I realize there's no way because this is the George Santos version. I love that. That's such a fun little touch to the whole thing. Yeah, this is George Santos singing.
The wind is howling like the swirling storm inside. Couldn't keep it in, heaven knows I tried. Don't let them in, don't let them see. Be the good girl you always have to be. Conceal, don't feel, don't let them know. Well, now they know. Let it go, let it go.
Fucking
Can't hold it back anymore. Let it go, let it go. Turn away and slam the door. I don't care what they're going to say. Let the storm rage on. Cold never bothered me anyway. It's funny how some distance makes everything seem.
Okay, I take it back. He should go to prison. Not even federal, county jail, I think. Most likely permanently. Report him, deport him, arrest him immediately. Gulag. It gave me that hurt my soul.